Students at Doane University marched today to call for an official Title IX coordinator on its campus. Channel 8's Matthew Mitleider has more on what students hope to accomplish. Matthew?
Title IX is a civil rights law enacted in 1972 and prohibits discrimination based on sex at any school receiving federal government funding. This includes cases of harassment, sexual assault, and treatment of the LGBTQ+ community. Currently, Doane University doesn't have a dedicated Title IX coordinator.
Know your rights! Know your rights! Know your rights!
For years, Doane has had an interim Title IX coordinator, but now students are asking for a full-time director that can handle the rise in complaints on campus. Currently, Leah Check is the Director of Religious and Spiritual Life, Programming Coordinator for the Division of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and the interim Title IX coordinator for Doane.
I have been through several hours of training to hold this position. I am very familiar with our Title IX policy inside and out. So while everyone who holds the interim position is very well versed and capable of doing this work, it is also something that takes us away from the other things that we could be dedicating our time to.
Jules Dammy, one of the organizers of the protest, said they started it as a class project to make a change on campus.
From the beginning, we wanted to talk about Title IX and getting it more out there, and after our discussions with faculty, we realized that the pressing issue was getting somebody here at Doane to handle Title IX.
Students say it's unfair to expect people to report violations to someone with so many other duties, and are worried about possible conflicts of interest.
One thing that we've noticed is an increase in Title IX reporting, which we know is actually a good thing because that means students feel comfortable reporting whatever is happening to them. We want to ensure that Doane has enough resources to handle those incoming reports.
Students say they met with President Roger Hughes to discuss advocating for Title IX and are working with him to ensure that they see a change at Doane. Check says while there aren't any set plans for hiring a coordinator yet, the university will be revisiting how they handle Title IX. She says the important thing is students are asking questions and getting the university to listen.
It takes courage to protest, and they wanted to do it in a way that was helpful to their peers, because ultimately their goal is making Doane a safer place to be so that everyone knows their Title IX reporting options and their confidential support options.
Doane does include a full list of Title IX policies on its website. You can find a link to that page on this story at klkntv.com.